Tensions in the South China Sea and surrounding areas remain elevated as China's disputes with its neighbours continue to intensify. Covered in today's video, Japan objects to a Chinese survey buoy placed in its exclusive economic zone. The Philippines has released a video of a lifeless reef it claims has been destroyed by the Chinese Maritime Militia, and Taiwan reports 103 Chinese aircraft flew towards the island in a 24-hour period. Japan's complaint came as it discovered a Chinese survey buoy inside its exclusive economic zone near the Senkaku Islands. The buoy was discovered by a Japanese Coast Guard patrol and is believed to be gathering data to allow its vessels to better operate in the area. Japan responded by lodging a protest with China and demanding the removal of the buoy, also issuing a warning to vessels in the area for safety reasons. Japan's chief cabinet secretary said the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea makes it illegal to set up structures in the exclusive economic zones of other countries. He also added that Japan would now be conducting surveillance in the area. While Japan has controlled the island since 1895, China continues to dispute ownership, leading to the kind of territorial infractions seen elsewhere in the region, as with the Philippines and Vietnam. Chinese Coast Guard vessels had previously entered Japan's territorial waters around the island in March this year. Similar Chinese buoys were found by Japan in 2018 and 2016. This news comes as relations between the countries remain strained after a Chinese propaganda video threatened to use nuclear weapons against Japan if it intervened in Taiwan. The video, which has now been taken down, said, "We will use nuclear bombs first. We will use nuclear bombs continuously. We will do this until Japan declares unconditional surrender for the second time." The armed forces of the Philippines has claimed severe damage has been caused to a number of coral reefs by the Chinese Maritime Militia. In footage released by the Philippine Coast Guard, a seemingly lifeless coral reef can be seen, with the damage blamed on coral harvesting and intentional destruction. A Coast Guard spokesman said, "The result of these surveys showed that the marine ecosystem in the West Philippine Sea features appeared lifeless, with minimal to no signs of life." They further claimed that 48 Chinese vessels were in the vicinity of these locations earlier this month. The statement concluded, "The continued swarming for indiscriminate and illegal destructive fishing activities of the Chinese Maritime Militia may have directly caused the degradation and destruction of the maritime environment." China's relationship with the Philippines is particularly strained at the moment due to continuing territorial disputes and encroachments, with China's use of water cannon against Philippine resupply boats to the Second Thomas Shoal gaining international attention. Incursions of Chinese warships and aircraft into Taiwan's territory have continued to increase, with record activity seen last week, with a record 103 aircraft directed around the island in a 24-hour period. The Ministry of Defense said 40 of these aircraft crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait. An official statement from Taiwan read, "Between the morning of September 17th to 18th, the Ministry of National Defense has detected a total of 103 Chinese aircraft and has posed severe challenges to security across the Taiwan Strait and in the region." Mao Ning, speaking on behalf of the Chinese Foreign Ministry, said the median line did not exist because Taiwan was Chinese territory. This increased activity from China is likely a response to recent support shown for Taiwan, with Japan's Deputy Prime Minister saying Japan must defend Taiwan under its alliance with the US, and the Japanese Defense Minister saying, "We must defend Taiwan as a democratic country." It also follows drills last week conducted by the United States with Canada and South Korea in the Yellow Sea. But these continuing disputes in the region do not appear to be to China's benefit, with increasing cooperation between China's neighbours and the United States. In addition to the naval drills this summer, the US and Philippines have made plans for joint naval patrols, the US and Vietnam have increased economic cooperation over semiconductors, and the US and Taiwan are planning to train a Taiwan military battalion, marking the first time a battalion has been trained in the US.